Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. This is Gabe, and this is Gabe Loves Makeup, and I hope everybody is doing okay today. If you've noticed, I've done some switching around a little bit. I worked all day yesterday switching my room around fully. I had my roommate come in and kind of give me some assistance and some advice on some stuff. So we were trying to find better lighting. So hopefully this system works for a little while. I got another light, so I have another light. So hopefully this works out a little bit. You have to comment down below and see how you like it, but I switched things around. So so my bed is switched around. The problem is my bed, because my room is so small. So I was definitely trying to make it work around the bed. So it was a little difficult, but I think I managed. I think I like this so far. So far, just let me know. I mean, I kind of like it. So I mean, it looks pretty bright, but of course, again, I'm taping this in the afternoon. So it's a cloudy day, but it's still pretty good lighting with everything else. So I mean, so we'll check it out and see how we like it and stuff. But I really like this little setup I've got going on. And then I got my makeup over here. So it's really nice. It's kind of like all together. It's a little all over the place before. So I'm kind of liking it so far. So if you've tuned in today, thank you so much. Before I get started on anything and we start talking about this new foundation, I wanted to, first of all, I wanted to say I am so overwhelmed that I have like over 100 subscribers. That means, and I know that sounds really crazy, but you know, that there's 100 people that actually like me. And you actually want to watch me, and you actually want to watch me film and talk and what have you. So I feel very, very humbled. So I appreciate everybody that subscribed. I really, really do appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed yet, why haven't you? Just click that little bell and click the little like button. It only takes a click. Just click. Damn it, click it. Oh my gosh, I'm just kidding. I really do appreciate you guys watching. So even if you don't subscribe, I'm glad that you're here. So thank you for dropping by and hanging out with me some. So I'm sure you're probably here not to talk about this. Oh, one more thing. So I have a little bit of a, I don't know what's going on, but something's going on with a tooth or something today. I don't know if it's a tooth. It's just very sore. So I don't know what it is. So I might be a little bit more puffy on this side than this side. So the dentist can't see me till Monday. Yay for that. So I'm doing my best by switching my mouth with warm water and hot water and salt, and, you know, ibuprofen and all that kind of good stuff. So we're trying our best. So I've got it numbed right now with a little bit of Ambisol. So right now it's doing okay. So we'll see how it goes as we continue on. But anyway, if you guys kind of know, there's a little bit more swollen on this side. So just to kind of give you that, just kind of let you know that. So hopefully not until Monday can we get anything done. So there you go with that. But if you guys have tuned in, you're basically here to hear about this new Clinique foundation. Well, I have to kind of tell you there's a story behind this. I'm just going to throw in a story. We have to have a story. You know, I'm Southern. We have to have stories. So anyway, so I went to visit Dillard's, and I love going to Dillard's. It's one of my favorite stores. And, you know, I love going amongst the Sephora's and the Ultas. I like going all over the place. I don't like just going to one particular kind, but Sephora and Ulta usually has a lot. But Dillard's and some of my Clinique and Lancome and Estee Lauder and a lot of them, they get things more than the department stores do, so I like to go there. But I went there to visit some old colleagues of mine, and I ran into the beauty advisor there, and her name is Iris, and she's been working behind the counter. I don't know. She's been back there. I can't even tell you how long she's been with Clinique at Dillard's there. She's been there for a very long time. So anyway, we were talking. I was seeing how she was and seeing her family was and all that kind of stuff or whatever. Well, you know, I'd seen that Clinique has this new, even better clinical serum, broad spectrum SPF 25 makeup. I'd seen it on, you know, Trim Mood, and I'd seen actually one or two people had reviewed it. And I was like, well, you know, I don't really know if I really want to review that or not. And I hadn't really heard the demand to see this foundation or not. So I don't know if you guys want to see this or not, but I just it kind of fell in my lap. And so it's just kind of here. So I thought, well, why not? I'll try it and see. So I was talking to her, and Clinique has this new little system at the counter where it's a contactless system where you can scan your phone on the little digital bar. It goes to the Clinique site. It opens up, it asks you like, it asks you like one or two things, and you just punch it in really quickly, like whether you're warm or you're cool or whatever. Well, then it'll list you like what your shade is, because you'll just take a picture of yourself and it'll automatically match you with the foundation. So I went and did that, and I thought it was kind of cool. And she said, well, why don't I give you a sample? And I'm like, well, okay. So she gave me a sample. Well, then she gave me another sample. So I got a sample in the warm and the cool. So I didn't buy the makeup. So I actually don't have the bottle. So I'm being a little cheap that I don't have the bottle. But I have all the information and everything. And she gave me like these really, she gave me a pretty nice sample. And I was like, well, I don't want to buy it, if I'm just, first of all, I'm trying it out. And then second of all, I would rather, try it by sample anyway. So if it seems a little cheap that I don't have the bottle, I'm sorry. But, we are on a budget. So, and it is a $42 foundation. So she kind of gave me this opportunity to try it. And I thought, well, I'll just review it. It's with the sample, but we'll still review it at the same time. So I thought, I'll try it and review it and get a first impression out of it. So, I don't think I'm going to do like a all day wear test today on it. It's just basically just me trying it out, let you guys kind of the info if you're interested in it. I just thought I'd kind of throw it out there. So anyway, and then to throw it out there too, she gave me a little thing. Dillard's is getting ready to go into their Clinique gift, and it's like a 8-piece gift with a $35 Clinique purchase. And by the way, Iris works at the Clinique counter at Dillard's Northlake in Charlotte, North Carolina. So if you guys ever want, I'll leave a link down below, where you guys can actually look at if you want to, if you're interested in it or whatever. But but they are going to come out with the gift, and it starts March 5th, I think. And it's like, you get like a bunch of stuff. It's like a Ben 75. You get like extra stuff, big sizes of the 7-day scrub cream and stuff. You know how Clinique does their gifts. So definitely, if you're interested in this, if you're a Clinique user, or if you're somebody that likes Clinique, or you like free gifts, it's a really good time to try it. If you want to, if you want to get something to try, this may be it. So let's go over the information and see what we think of it. Okay. So to start off with it's called Even Better Clinical Serum Foundation Broad Spectrum SPF 25. And what I will do is I will insert a picture here, and then let you guys see it. And then I will also insert my skin type and what I look for in a foundation, and my age and all that kind of good stuff in my skin, so that way you have a good understanding of that. So I will insert that in as well. But the finish is satin. It's a full, moderate, buildable coverage. Medium to full is what they're saying. $42 is what it is. Now, this foundation has a lot of claims, so it's going to be very interesting. So it's supposed to be for dry combination, oily combination, oily. Pretty much most of the Clinique skin type category. It doesn't have very dry in here, which I think is kind of interesting. But it says our first clinical foundation with 3 serum technologies, a breakthrough oil-free formula that includes hyaluronic acid, salicylic acid, and vitamin C, and a UP 302 to leave bare skin looking even better. And then it's supposed to be, the UP 302 is actually supposed to be, it's supposed to help as their dark spot fighting molecule, is what Clinique is claiming. It's got a 25 in it. It's a physical sunscreen. It's 24-hour color-free wear, 24-hour defense against caking, settling, creasing, poring, and streaking. It's oil-free, it's sweat and humidity resistant, it's waterproof, it's non-acnegenic, it's dermatologist tested, it's fragrance-free, it's allergy tested, and then also no parabens, no phthalates, I can never say that word, no fragrance, and just happy skin is what they're saying. Every glass bottle can be recycled, so it's recyclable. So the ingredients in here is crazy. It has a 2.4 titanium dioxide, 5.9 zinc oxide, which zinc is a little better to me than titanium, so I'm glad that that's in there. Dimethicone, of course. You have salicylic. There's alcohol denat is a little bit further down the ingredient list, so it's not much in there. There's a type of squalane in there. Let's see, there's all kinds of stuff in here. Different types of extracts, caffeine, salicylic and niacinamide. Caffeine, niacinamide, and salicylic and linoleic acid are further down the ingredient list. So they're like almost the last 3 or 4. So there's not going to be a huge amount of salicylic in it. So it's probably much watered down as further as it goes down. So that's kind of good because I'm not really crazy about salicylic. So this will be interesting to try to see what we think of it and what we like. So let's just try it on and see what happens, you know? So let me get my sample. So 80 is the one that I think is clearer. This one's a little bit lighter, but we're going to check it out and see which one we think is better. Also, I wanted to just throw this out there. The shade ranges, I will put the shade range up below this as I'm talking because I forgot how many shades is in it. But the shade range is, I mean, it looks really good on paper. When you look at it, it looks really good. But there's more lighter medium tones and actually more lighter than darker. So to me, the shade range could be better. To me personally, interested. If you have a darker skin tone, definitely check out I think the little thing to scan your face is also on the Clinique.com website. But you can go in the store and they can actually do it there too if you want. And, you know, I definitely would check out a sample too before you buy it, you know, to make sure that you like it before you order it. So anyway, so we're going to start with this one first. Now, I'm not really good with samples, so I'm going to try just a little bit of this is the 80. And let's try a little bit of the other color. I'm trying not to, I don't want to spill it all over my floor. This is the other color. Oh, yeah, she's light. This is 74. So that's 74. That's pretty light. See? Let me pull you guys up a little bit closer so you can see. But see, it's a little bit more, almost, see how light that is? I don't want to really touch it, but definitely the 80 definitely does blend in a lot better with my skin tone. I'm telling you, see, I know everybody thinks I'm crazy, but see how it kind of like goes in. I'm trying not to touch this one and get that one mixed in it, but it definitely, see how it just melts more into my skin. Let's try this one a little bit and see what, just to show. Yeah, she's definitely more pale for sure. So we're definitely going to go with that the 80 shade. Let me just buff this off a little bit. Not to take it down too much because I haven't even done primer yet, so I'm going to do that too. So I hope everybody is doing good. I hope everybody is doing okay. I'm just so excited. I'm sorry I haven't filmed. I didn't because I feel really weird because I haven't filmed in like 2 days. I did the J-Lo video and then I got sidetracked and cleaning and doing all this stuff in my room. And I haven't had time. So I'm doing a little primer first. A little Selena Gomez. A little Miss Gomez. We're doing a little bit of the Rare Beauty and the, I always forget the name of it, the Illuminating Primer. I love this. I hadn't used it in a while, so I thought I'd pull it out. I've got so many really good primers. It's so hard for me. Of course, you know I love my Gucci. And I was going to pull it out, but I said, no, I use my Gucci too much. So we're pulling out a tried and true. We're pulling out good old-fashioned silk canvas. We haven't done her in a while, so we're going to take a little bit of her right through here. Just to smooth this out. And this is kind of like a silk, it's supposed to be like a serum type foundation. Let's just see how it works. I think I got it all in. This bright lighting is like, ooh, okay. And I got it in 4K too, so I'm like, good God, it's like you can see everything. You're like, whoa, right in your face. All right, so I'm going to use my Huda Beauty sponge. So let me take a little bit of the 80. And let's just tap a little bit. I'm not really good with the tap. I usually like to do it on the back of my hand, but we will be a YouTuber today and do it with the actual, with my fingers. So let's blend this out a little bit. See how it looks. Oh, well, she definitely got a little bit of coverage. I see it. I know it always looks weird when I put foundation on, guys. I'm sure you're like, wow, it just seems like it's going to be really dark. But then, you know, but see, it blended in my neck. It's so weird because it's like, I'm telling you, wearing sunscreen and doing like, you know, retinol every, you know, like twice a week or so, because I do a retinol, my Dr. Lancer retinol. And then I got colic that he has with the 10%, sometimes about once or twice a week too. So on top of it, I'm gonna take a little bit more on my sponge. It's definitely, you know, it makes you look a little bit more lighter for sure. But I do like doing it. It's just I gotta be careful with it because my skin gets sensitive if I do too much of it. So sometimes too much is a good thing. Sometimes you don't need that much. Now I'm doing a little, it has a little sunscreen in it up close to my eye, which I don't normally like. But that's pretty. I like that. That's really pretty. I'm gonna take just a little bit more. I'm just seeing how it kind of builds. Before we do the other side, I just want to see the coverage and see. It's buildable, I think. I mean, looking right here, it looks like it's pretty buildable. Around my nose. I mean, it looks nice. It's got a really pretty, it is a satin for sure. It's not completely glowy. It doesn't feel sticky or anything. It feels pretty good, like it went in really well, actually. Well, okay, Clinique. I like this one. So I'm usually not really crazy about Clinique's foundations. I don't know why. I've just never been a huge Clinique foundation person. I mean, their products are really great. They're a great company. They get picked on a lot because now they're like considered an older brand. But I mean, Clinique is one of the original fragrance-free sensitive skin lines. So I mean, or one that's like more free of fragrances and stuff. But I mean, you know, it's like that. I do appreciate the brand a lot. I just don't use a lot of their stuff. But once in a blue moon, Clinique will have this little gem that'll just pop out of nowhere. And you'll be surprised with some Clinique stuff. Because sometimes you're just like, what? Okay. And I mean, yeah, sometimes they get talked about and sometimes they get talked about enough. I've noticed that with some of the other companies. I don't feel like some companies get enough love. And, you know, some companies have some really good stuff. And it's just kind of sad because it's just like it's more of a lot of your Sephora brands and stuff, they get a little bit more than everybody else does. And I mean, Clinique is in Sephora. And I did see this in Sephora, by the way. I seen it like a couple weeks ago, actually. Though it's been in Sephora, so I'm not trying to, you know, take away from Dillard. But, I mean, it is, I mean, whatever is convenient to you, because you guys may not have a Dillard close to you, or you may not have that option to do that. So now a little bit. So let me look here in my famous Scott Barnes mirror. Yeah, I mean, up close it looks pretty good. I mean, I don't see any caking. It looks really smooth. It looks very smooth. It you know, I feel my primer underneath, but I don't feel but the makeup is not. Let me feel it with the other hand. I mean, with the primer, it feels a little tacky because I had the primers on. And I did do an illuminating primer because, you know, I'm dry and I just enjoy having illuminating. But, I mean, it feels pretty good. I mean, it feels very soft to the touch. Doesn't feel like it's starting to dry down, though. It's still not completely dried down yet. But it is like a serum. So you can feel the serumus, like serums usually have a little bit of a tack to them sometimes. But definitely, but I don't see it in my pores. And even up around my eyes, taking it up a little bit, it didn't do too bad. Because usually around my eyes is usually, if it's too matte or anything, it gets too crunchy looking. But yeah, it looks pretty decent. So, all right. Well, let's do a little. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go off camera and I'm going to do a little extra something. And then I have another product I just want to show you guys real quick. It's the Danessa Myricks, the Balm Contour. It's the really famous contour that's been going around, everybody's been talking about. And, you know, and she's a famous makeup artist. If you've ever seen her on her Instagram is sick. So I've got it in medium 3. I'm going to do that on camera too. I just want to see how that looks. So I'm going to go off camera and do some just very light, not anything crazy today. And I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so we are back. So how's it look? Looks pretty. Looks really pretty. So far, it's like I did a little bit of the Star Aura. I think that's the name of it. The Star Aura, the Charlotte Tilbury palette. I just did a little and a little bit of the Wild Side and the Urban Decay up underneath there a little bit. And I did a little Jason Wu brow. I wasn't going to do a brow, and then I decided to. And then, of course, the Lancome IDOLE. I just love it. I'm going to give you guys just a tip or two with this. And this is just me personally. Don't curl your lashes with this, because every time I curl my lashes, they fall flat with this. I don't use a primer with it either, even though they do have a Cils booster, and I think they have a new serum too. I like the serum, but I don't like it with the mascara. I like it without it. And once you pull it out, you don't really need to go back and keep dipping it in, because normally after the second coat, it's gonna just do what it's gonna do. It's a really good lengthening mascara. If you haven't seen my Lash IDOLE review, it's way far down in the beginning. It's like, it's actually one of my highest rated videos that I have right now, actually. But as you can see, it looks really pretty. They're very separated. They're very lengthened. It's always, like I say, it's like Definisil's on steroids. I think I've said it like 2 or 3 times with this mascara, but it's a really good mascara. It's just more on the natural side. If you want more drama, you need to do the Mr. Big, I call it Mr. Big, or the Hypnos Drama if you want a Lancome mascara and you want something more dramatic. But this is a really good one if you want like a really good everyday lengthened separated lash. And if you don't have lashes like I do and you need the length, it's really nice. It's a really beautiful mascara. But a little Mod Lip Dior lip balm. I put just a little bit of it on just to get a little bit of 008. I just love these colored lip balms. They're just so good. And I did a little bit of the Jason Wu lip liner. So there you go. So far, so good. Packaging. Ooh, it's so pretty. Sorry, my fingerprints are already on it already. And then this is what it looks like on the inside. Balmy texture. So it goes on like a balm. And ooh, she's pigmented. It's like definitely like a balmy texture. And when it goes on, it dries down. So it's very, powdery, the word I want to use, maybe. Like a little bit more, it dries to like a cream to powder maybe. So it starts off like a cream, but then goes into a powder. So I don't know, we're gonna try it. I think I'm gonna try it with my Selena Gomez brush. I think I'm gonna try that. So I'm gonna dip some into the product. I'm gonna tap off just a tad. Ooh, yeah, she's pigmented. I'm gonna do this one side first. I just wanna see what happens when we like blend her in here. It's a little bit kind of like the Huda, but the Huda is a little bit more creamy. It's super creamy, I guess. This one's a little bit more, it dries down a little bit more to like a powder finish, so it feels very light. It's very light. And if I remember, I don't remember, I'll put the price down here below, but I think it was like $22 for this. So it's not very expensive. Like some of these contour bronzers or, contour products, especially with makeup artist lines, they're a little pricey. Like some of them can be very expensive, but this is going to last you, oh my God, forever. How often, you're not, this is beautiful. It's really beautiful. Wow. And this foundation is gliding really well over this foundation. And I did put some powder on, by the way. So I used a little bit of my Charlotte Tilbury pressed powder. And I did do it over the foundation. And I thought at first, I was like, well, I don't know. It looks, if I like it better without the powder or not. But I wanted to powder it first before I did any blush. And normally I do my cream before powder, but I wanted to go ahead and do my powder first so we could see what it was going to look like over top of the foundation. I just wanted to see if it worked well with powder. This blends out like a dream. Wow. Everybody that I've seen use this is definitely telling the truth, because it definitely blends up like a dream. Wow. But Danessa does she does this really cool where she does this and she just swirls it onto the skin like that. And then she takes it and she goes back. I'll try it on the other side. We'll try it on the other side and see if I can. I don't know if I can do that trick or not, because she's who she is. I don't know if I can be like her, but it's beautiful. Wow, it makes your skin look so smooth. Wow, I like that. And she has about, I think there's about 10 the 12 shades or more in this. I think there's quite a few shades in this. So she's got a really good shade range in this. All right, so we're going to try her look. I'm going to try my best to do it. See if I can do it. So she did this little swirl. A little bit more down here. And then it's kind of like this is how she kind of does it. But she did it with like a kind of a really cool paintbrush almost, it seems like. I've seen her do it on her Instagram, so, but oh my God, it's beautiful. Wow, this is really pretty. See, Chanel, take note. That's what you should be doing. Because Chanel has got a really beautiful cream bronzer that everybody raved about. But it doesn't show up on my skin. It's like, all it does is make it look yellow. And they only have it in one shade. One shade. I'm like, really? Okay. This is what it should be like. This is what they should be doing with different contour color. If you're going to do a balm, make sure you do a contour for everybody. This is a good color too. Ooh, I like it. I like this one almost better than the Huda. You know, that's saying a lot for me because I love me some Huda. You can definitely see that my face is more swollen because of the tooth here. Because it's like more puffy here. So it's going to be more puffy than the other side. Wow, that's really beautiful. Wow, that is gorgeous. That is really pretty. I did use a little bit of setting spray too. I used a little bit of my Morphe setting spray. And I just set it a little bit. Just to set the foundation. But wow, it seems like it blended really well. The contour over the foundation. I don't think it moved it. Let me look at my mirror and see. No, look, the foundation stayed there. It went really well. The product went really well over top of the foundation, so it didn't move on me. Really pretty. Okay, so let's look at close and see what we think. It looks really smooth to me. I mean, I don't really see, get up a little bit closer, you guys can see. I don't really see any like super cakiness or anything. Maybe just a little bit more where I shave right here a little bit. But, I mean, I think it looks really good. What do you guys think? You know, I'm surprised. Wow, this like the Outlast and then now the Clinique. I'm like, hello. So I don't know. We'll have to play around with just a little bit more on whether I actually want to go and buy a bottle of it or not. But I have to admit, I am really impressed with it. I really do like it. I would go and check out your local Clinique if you've got one in your neighborhood or in your nearest Ulta or Sephora or your Dillard store. And you want to go by and check it out and check out their little system and get your face matched or whatever. I'm sure they would possibly give you a foundation, you know, a sample to take. You know, and then the bottle is 42 and the bottle is an ounce. So I think it's an ounce or maybe a little over an ounce. I'm sorry I didn't say that, but I don't know. It's like, you know, wear it out a little bit. I'm not going to do a full day wear test today. I said I wasn't. I just wanted to just check it out and try it. I mean, it feels very light. My skin doesn't feel tight. It feels very lightweight. It feels very fresh. It doesn't feel sticky at all, even with the contour and everything on it. It still feels really soft. I feel the setting spray, but that's about all I feel. I don't really feel the foundation or anything. It feels really good. I've seen some people do some all-day wear tests with it, and it's actually held up pretty well. But, you know, I'll have to, if you guys want to know how it wears and if you want more of an all-day wear test, I mean, I could do that if you want to just put it down below and just let me know or whatever. But also comment down below on anything you want to see that's new, because there's some new stuff that's come out, but nothing that's really kind of just jumped up at me, you know, kind of. But other than the Pat McGrath, and it's just like, you know, it's like I'm trying to pay off some other stuff. So you may be seeing some videos with past palettes because I'm trying to make sure that we get caught up on those, on my Afterpay and my Clearness, so we don't get a little bit too over our budget, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, but it looks really pretty. I'm really glad that I got a sample of it. I'm glad that I kind of reviewed this foundation. I wasn't going to, but I really like it. So Danessa Myricks, this is the bomb. This is really, really good too. I was really impressed with both of them together. It actually worked really, really well. I'm really surprised with that. I'm going to definitely be using this again quite a bit because I really have lately been using a lot more powders, but I'm definitely going to be reaching for this a little bit more. I really like it. It's very natural. It blends into the skin really well. It's really beautiful. It's not heavy at all. It feels really nice. So this is the definite down below. I'll list it down below. Anyway, guys, that's it for me today. I'm so glad you guys dropped by and decided to hang with me a little bit and see about this foundation, because again, I didn't know if you guys would be interested or not, but I'm glad that you did. And, you know, and again, if you make sure you click like and subscribe if you like my material, so you can hang out with me a little bit more. You know, but anyway, take care, and we will see each other again soon. So anyway, peace out.